Let's understand what the poem is about. I met a traveler from an antique land who said, here, the speaker of the poem once met a traveler from an antique land. So, the traveler was from a place with an ancient history like Rome, Greece, or ancient Egypt. The traveler told him his story of the ruins of a giant statue that he had come across. So it's a story within a story, a narrative within a narrative. Some critics opine that this framing has helped the poet add another level of obscurity to Ozymandias' position in people's mind. Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them, on the sand, half sunk, a shattered visage lies. The traveler told the narrator that he saw two huge stone legs of a statue in the middle of a desert. Trunkless suggests that the legs were standing there without the upper body. The desert indicates that it was ancient Egypt. Near the standing legs, he also came across the broken head of the statue that was partially buried in the sand. Visage means a face, but it implies a head here. The shattered head denotes that the whole statue is destroyed. But we don't really know what exactly happened to that statue, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command tell that its sculptor well those passions read. We don't really know what exactly happened to that statue. It's perhaps just a natural process of decay with time. Here the traveler goes on to describe that the face of the statue lying on the sand had the expressions still visible and identifiable of the mighty ruler Ozymandias. He has used frown, wrinkled up, and sneer of cold command to give us an impression that the subject of the statue was an angry, commanding, and often upset man. But the next line shifts the attention from the statue to the sculptor he created it. The traveler admires that the artist understood and felt his subjects, passions, and emotions very well. That is why he could draw the face so perfectly that it is still visible, which yet survive, stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed. The man continues his praise for the sculptor. The words which yet survive implies the immortality of a work of art that the artist created. His creation is still alive, stamped on the otherwise lifeless stones. The sculptor's hands copied and portrayed means mocked his subjects' passions, and his heart felt those and inspired to make it possible. So, that hand and that heart yet survive through his masterful creation. And on the pedestal, these words appear. My name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Now again, the poem shifts to the statue. The traveler quotes the words written on its pedestal. The inscription declares the name of the man. It's Ozymandias. He also regarded himself as the king of kings. The ruler addresses others who think themselves powerful, mighty, to look at his works to get their illusion shattered means despair. As you already know from the above section that this was the ancient Egyptian pharaoh Ramesses II. The works might indicate to the famous temples and statues he built. Here Ozymandias is giving a warning to the other kings and rulers not to hope for much greatness, as they can never cross his achievements. That certainly gives an impression of his proud and commanding nature. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away. And here comes the final words from the traveler on how there is nothing except those ruins and the sands all around. The colossal wreck hints at how the gigantic statue and the high-flying pigeons attached to it are all dusted now. The boundless and bare and the lone and level sands stretching far away symbolizes the vastness of time. We, the human beings, are very little creatures in the vast passage of time. Our pride and might, power, will eventually disappear. But what remains immortal is the work of art. These last lines suggest the central theme of the sonnet. Now, what is the moral of Ozymandias? The poem Ozymandias, penned by P.B. Shelley, is about a cruel and arrogant king Ozymandias, who got his statue erected so that he could be remembered by posterity. The poem leaves a message that wealth, power, and position don't last forever. So, they should be used for the welfare of mankind and should not be misused.